Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ultimate Gals here. We got Koby Rutland here. He got Maggie for a little while. She's going to let him home. What's up, baby? All right, so Koby, just going to do a quick little interview here with you, sir. Let me get the shithead doll back. What got you started? Because you started filming. You didn't do pictures. I started off doing pictures. You started filming. What got you started filming, and where was that? Like, what fed, what location, you know?
Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. I guess it was October of it was November 3rd of 2012. It was okay, so I remember for years, I was always looking for, other wrestling companies, around Mississippi.
Yeah.
And anytime I would try to find one, I was like, man, is this it? Like, I couldn't really find anything good, and on Facebook one day, I come across this advertisement that says Stevie Richards appearing at Bodyslam Productions in Macomb, Mississippi, at the Pike County Little Theater.
Yeah. Great venue.
Oh yes, on November 3rd of 2012. Man, that's been over 8 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I was like, wow, no way. Is this real? And I was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I go to my mom, like, Mom, you got to take me to this wrestling show in Macomb. And she looked at it and she was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Do you want to bring Nathan? Alex Graves.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Alex Graves, yes.
That's for all the pro wrestling ego fans. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's go. So yeah, I never forget walking into that little theater, and I'm like, oh my God, this is very small.
Yeah. What would you say the held tops? Maybe 100 people? 110?
Yeah, that's all right. That's about right. Yeah. I would say about around 100. And I was like, man, this is it, and I remember sitting down thinking, wow, my God, a wrestling ring.
Yeah. Stevie Richards. I've been seeing him on Sunday Night Heat,
Oh yeah. At the time, yeah. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. So the show starts and I'm like, oh my God, these guys can go, Oh, yeah. The first match in the card, it was Jacobs Pliskin, for all you Texas wrestling fans.
Okay, yeah,
and Sergeant Sicaro. I think Sicaro's up north now, right? I believe. I think he moved up north, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I know he was working under a different name for a little while.
Right, of course, he was at Walkout Sports for many years.
Yeah, and then something happened. He left.
That's right.
Stuff happens. People leave Wildcat. That's, common. That's a tale as old as time. It's like the Disney fairy tale.
That's right.
Does that make Luke the fairy godfather?
Now, see, I remember at the time, Wildcat was like the big thing. But I still remember, even before I found out about Wildcat, I'm like, wow, this is so underrated. I see a guy over there walking around with a little camera, Stephen Lusk.
Okay, it was old Husky Lusky, yes.
Right. But I'm like, I looked around, I'm like, man, this isn't really being filmed. Like, it's not really being, it's not a production.
No,
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I pull up my phone, I click my video camera, I'm like, I'm going to record a couple matches, and I'm going to put them all on the internet.
And one thing he did, he was smart. He turned his camera the right way.
That's right. Oh yeah, I did.
He did. I would have slapped him if he hadn't, but he did.
That's right. And I filmed the matches, and I garnered thousands of views off of just 3 matches.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Was there an intergender match on that card? Had Princess Kristen started working there yet? No, she hadn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. It was a couple shows later. Yeah.
Not yet. And see, I actually didn't pull the phone out until January 2014 at a Power Slam event.
I thought it was 2013. Okay.
It was January 2014.
Yeah, because my first one was March of 2014. First one filming. I've been taking pictures since December of 2012. Because when you met me, I was taking pictures front row.
That's right. Right. I remember that. Yeah.
Your dad and Philip and Philip's friend
Philip
Koby.
Cersei.
Yeah. Philip. Yeah.
Of course, Philip Cersei used to announce for Pro Wrestling Ego and Wrestling All-Star Revolution.
And he also did a little stint with North Delta.
Right. And I know Wrestling All-Star Revolution was ran by Rob Allen.
Okay.
Who lives in Pontotoc.
Okay. I didn't know who ran that. I just knew it merged with Ego.
Right. And then Philip, I know I think he knows this from North Delta now.
He's done like 1 or 2 shows for him, yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Showtime and Cobra King.
That's right.
They moved on up from Ego.
That's right. Now, for those of you wondering, of course, this is a Q&A, and Ultimate Gallus wanted this Q&A, so
yeah. My next question.
While I'm here, you know what? Today is Festivus. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Festivus today.
That's true.
I just realized today is happy Festivus.
It is.
See, it's a happy Festivus to everyone.
Okay, my next question for you.
And it's ironic because the first wrestling event I ever attended, the first independent show I ever attended, Bodyslam Productions.
WrestleFestivus.
Yes. And that's on Bodyslam Media Productions.
Now, who did Stevie Richards face in that show?
He was in a tag team. I think it was him and Wes Adams.
Okay, I figured it'd be him and Wes that they were tagging. Yeah.
Right, versus, let's see,
Lucas.
Hotshot Blake Wilder. And
Oh, shit, Hotshot. That's a name I ain't heard in forever.
And Jack Jameson.
Oh, shit, the beard. The beard.
And Shane Champagne was with them. Was their manager.
It's another name. He moved up north.
Chicago. Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm.
But all right, this next question here now. First, I want to thank you. This man saved us here. Wildcat Sports. Right. Hawks versus Hardy.
I was there. Okay.
Me and Damien and Colin got there a little bit late. You and Philip saved us good seats on the bleachers because we'd never seen a. So Wildcat never sold out, but they came close. We always got good seats.
And I said Wildcat in the Deep South, especially 7 or so years ago,
was huge.
Man, everyone everywhere was all about
Yeah, that's where you wanted to go.
That was where you wanted to go.
Now the question I got for you is: okay, good show. It was a fun show.
Yeah,
During the main event, did you or did you not yell this when Trina Michaels got hit? Oh, no, you're killing my baby. I'm going to whoop your ass.
Is there any proof?
I heard it. Philip heard it. Damien heard it. Yeah, there's about 4 people that all heard this.
Unfortunately, I did not get Trina Michaels' autograph, so and no pictures, so.
Well, I shouldn't say so.
No proof, unfortunately.
Yeah, but yeah. You did holler, oh, no,
but
my baby's
I can't show everyone this.
Oh, don't. Oh, okay. Cool.
Let's see. Remember, it was WrestleCon 2016 in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. I ran across this picture a while back, and Big Ramp wanted this photo because she was getting her stuff ready and packed, and we were getting our stuff ready and packed. Should I show them this?
Yes, okay.
I'm not going to show them. I'll let you show them, though.
There is Koby and Trina Michaels, wrestling star, porn star. All this stuff. Koby was
4.5 years ago.
Koby knew all her filmography back when we were at Wildcat, and he was proceeding to show it to us while we're telling him, Koby, there was kids sitting behind us. Their dad was loving it. I know that. Remember the dad's calling comments? Wow, she put all that in there. There's shit like this. And the kids are going, Daddy, what's that harpoon? Oh, God, don't watch, kids. Don't watch.
Oh, my gosh.
But I just had to throw that in. But back on Wildcat.
That's the only proof I have.
Yeah. Wildcat was just, what do you think? Now, they got TV, or they did. I don't know if they still do. What do you think? There used to be, had a little bit of buzz outside of this area. Now it's just like south of, well, I know because the state being shut down for 2020 mostly. That's part of the reason their buzz this year. But before then, their buzz was lowering. What do you think was the cause of that?
The cause of Wildcat's buzz lowering?
Yeah, why because we were hearing a lot about it. And even the shows we didn't get to, we'd hear about them. Now it's like, I mean, hell, their shining star, Buku Dow's in MLW.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
the guy I never thought would leave Wildcat, I'm glad he did. He might still work there, but I'm glad he's getting a nationwide stage because you've been watching Buku Dow as long as I have.
Right. It's really hard to say for me. Of course, it's like, I've never really been involved with Wildcat Sports, So,
I mean, from your outsider perspective, what do you think was the cause? Just too many of the same matches over and over, and not like new talent coming in, or
you could say that. From that's what I see from an outside.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. From an outsider's perspective.
And because if you look at it compared to how it used to be, it was a lot more outside talent being brought in.
Oh yeah, there'd be one or two decent names coming in every show.
Like Bestia 666,
Chris Masters.
Bolt Brady, when he was a big deal back in the day.
Rudy Russo, Mike Dell.
Oh yeah,
Purple Haze,
Houston Carson,
Barbie Hayden.
Right. Oh yeah, and you don't see that anymore. It's like when you have a promotion where it's just you and your students wrestling, it's kind of hard to grow.
It is hard to grow. It is. You got to bring in that outside talent, but you got to bring in ones that are going to work and not cost a fortune.
Right. And first and foremost, I don't have any kind of bad blood or evil entity toward any kind of wrestling promotion out there. Of course, there's wrestling promotions that support more than others, but I don't have no evil entity or no bad thing to say about.
Well, you just led me to my next question then. Okay, now for a while here, Koby, sir, you were doing commentary on TV.
Oh, for Fox 23
for a fed called SWA.
Right.
I got a two-part question. What does the SWA stand for? Is it Southern Wrestling Association Alliance, something like that, probably?
I think association.
Okay. Secondly, how did you enjoy your time doing commentary for him? Because I watched, I'll bet I watched the show when they were put up because I don't get the channel with him on commentary. Since he's left, I've kind of fallen out of watching just because they had to show repeats for a while. A bunch of stuff happened. How was your experience there?
We'll see. I was contacted. I think it was summer 2017 by Steve Starr. and he wanted me to come down to do commentary for TV. You know,
Right.
myself and Lanny Mixon.
You've already been doing commentary on your own.
Oh yeah, for years for
Yeah.
YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not like I'm a trained commentator.
No.
Like that.
This is, we all learned on the job.
Right, and not only do I learn on the job, but of course I go back and I don't look at just modern commentators
Yeah.
from today. I go back and I look at of course your Jim Rosses and I love the UK announcers. Matt Stryker. When it comes to the modern announcer, I think Matt Stryker is very underrated.
Matt Stryker's
very smart. Very smart.
He's entertaining.
He knows his history too.
My only issue with him is that he goes a little too inside sometimes. Which for some fans should be like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Some will be okay, I get it, And there's sometimes I watch him going, I don't know what the hell. I got to look up to see what he's talking about,
right? Because he's a little bit too smart.
Yeah,
he's very smart.
Yeah.
So
you're doing commentary with Lanny Mixon,
right? And so Lanny Mixon, and so I'm like, okay, this sounds huge. I assume they're going to bring in outside talent from everywhere, and some of the bigger talent, especially in the Deep South.
Yeah,
and
TV.
So
TV.
Of course we start, and after the first show, I did better than I thought I would do, to be honest, especially when it comes to the first time around.
Right.
But
it's also your first time working with Lanny doing commentary, right?
It was my first time doing commentary for TV.
Yeah.
For broadcast television.
And then working with Lanny too, because you never worked with him before.
Right.
Usually, like it'd be me or Big Country or somebody. You usually had somebody to bounce off Philip.
Right. It was my first time meeting him. I do commentary with him.
Oh shit! Okay.
So,
you knew Steve and all them,
and we still pulled it off.
Yeah, y'all did. Y'all did a good job.
And
it's not up on YouTube, sadly. T. Lee Films. Answer my question: why are those pulled?
Hey, but you know what? It's funny because at first Lanny wanted me to do play-by-play and him do color. Turns out it was the opposite because he realized I knew more about the local talents than he did. So
you've been going to more shows,
of course, and I've been of course for years I was going here, there, there. So it turns out I was the one doing color and he was doing play-by-play, which is funny. So
and it turned out good. Y'all made a good little team. It's a lot better than I can never remember the guy's name that replaced you because it's still Lanny. The new guy just doesn't have that energy you had.
Right. Well, and it's funny because there was one match on broadcast television during commentary. I was naming off all the facts about Barry Wolf, for example, who's been a local here in Mississippi for years. During the match, he was like, "Now, Koby, man, you know a lot more about these wrestlers than I do. Tell us a little more about so and so." I thought that was funny, and that made me feel great, because I was a youngster at the time. I was at college age.
Yeah, and not only that, but also you'd been watching these guys for a while. I mean, I've been watching Barry Wolf since 2010. Sometime in 2010, first time I saw him.
A long time.
Right, so you left SWA. They amicable split, I would say. You could come back if you wanted to, if there was an opening for you.
It was.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And it was just a lot bigger things I was focused on.
Which is what I'm getting ready to get into. All right, you left SWA. Not too long after you left, actually before you left, I knew about this, but it got officially announced. You met Linda McMahon.
I did meet Linda McMahon, yeah.
At a small business thing, which I still don't understand because she's never run a small business. Her business has always been fairly big, but that's neither here nor there.
My dad knows Governor Phil Bryant.
Right.
And she was like visiting the town. It was at the, what's the hotel called? The Capitol Inn in Downtown Jackson. What's it called? The old Capitol Inn. That's right. And of course, New doesn't know that. Wait, have you ever been to downtown Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
I would know it if I saw it, but I don't remember streets and names yet, dude. I've been downtown Jackson.
Right.
I was probably in downtown Jackson before you were even born.
Right. And it's funny, my dad actually went to high school in downtown Jackson, Central High School, back in the early 70s.
Well, when his dad was in there, you look at
late 60s.
You look in the high school yearbook, and Fred Flintstone's in the background waving at her.
Yes. That's a long time ago.
But back on to you met Linda McMahon, but that's where I'm getting to for that is because you met her because you and another friend of ours were starting up Hoodmark Lucha Libre.
Right.
As an actual Fed.
And on Governor Phil Bryant, he actually helped us to get in to see Miss Linda McMahon.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen the picture.
And that made us look like a big shot.
Oh, yeah.
We had our suits on and all. And
so how old were you when you actually got to run your first show? 20.
Okay, this was a year and a half ago. 22?
22.
Or 21?
I don't know how old you are now.
I turned 23 in October.
Okay.
I was 21.
21, okay.
I was 21.
He was old enough to drink.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was 21.
What was that like running your first show? You're 21. I mean, it was you, it was John Paul, your father. It wasn't just you running. There was other people. But what's something you learned from not to do again? And what's something that, worked really well and you didn't know it would work that well?
Oh, goodness. Well, first and foremost, running a show, and keep in mind, we didn't have any sponsors or anything. It was just me and my dad, and we, oh my God, we promoted for exactly 6 months. Posters up, every single restaurant in town, every single business, not just in town, but even like all around Central Mississippi, all around Jackson, even towards Clinton, Ridgeland, Byram. I don't think we put a poster up in Terry, but I think we had like a poster up in Pelahatchie. We had one at a Mexican restaurant in Newton, Mississippi.
Oh God!
And
I got one in my room hanging right by the bed.
Oh yeah, there was posters up everywhere. And
they were nice posters. Y'all had really good well-done posters.
It was promoted just as much as the Jackson Comic Con. Like just as much. Far as when it comes to posters and word of mouth,
flyering and all that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was stressful. When it really comes onto it, and putting the posters up was fun and all, but come day of the show, oh my God.
Well, you had other things on your mind too the day of the show.
Yes,
we'll get into that in a minute, but go on.
One of the biggest days of my life, I have to say, because not only was it running, my first show where it's just me and my dad, but also that same evening, in the ring during intermission, I proposed to my fiance Sarah Finnegan at the time. And man, that was nerve wracking.
Yeah, we're all over there at the table and we're debating if we're going to start a "Get a Prenup" chant. Get a prenup. Get a prenup, just for the hell of it. I was like, no, we can't do that. Can't do that to Koby, even though because Damien showed up, you didn't expect Damien to be there. That was a shocker,
Yeah.
Me and Tommy, Philip was doing time at that show, right? He was timekeeper.
He was.
Okay, so he was up by the ring.
And man, everyone was taken care of, and it's funny. It's been almost it's been over a year and a half.
It'll be 2 years come next May,
and everyone's still talking about it. Because man, like we had of course, the main event was Son of Habit Matt Cross versus Cortez Castro, a.k.a. Ricky Reyes.
Right. Matter of fact, hold her for a second. Keep on talking. Keep on talking. I got to grab something real quick, but go on.
You're good.
So I'm at the main event.
And, of course, the semi-main event was a Lucha Libre rules tag team match.
Is that the one with Garza?
No, it was Estrella Galactica and...
That's right.
And Aiden Cristiano versus Elemento and King Garuda.
And since he mentioned it, here is the belt from the main event.
That is the belt from the main event.
That is the belt, but that is my belt. I won this.
You can go on Bodyslam Media Productions and check out Matt Cross versus Cortez Castro.
Yep.
And yes, that is the exact belt.
Now the match I want to talk about is, and this is what surprised me, Antonio Garza, longtime vet of the Southern scene. Seen him, face all kind of action Mike Jackson. I've seen him face, Jeremiah. What the hell happened with his match at your show, dude?
Okay, so it was.
Did y'all go to like the bar before the show and he had one too many drinks or something? Because that match, Garza, I'm sorry, dude, you're great. That match fucking sucked.
Okay, that was Antonio Garza versus Angel Astral or Angel Astral.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Angel Astral may be one of Garza's trainees.
Okay.
I don't know. I spent it quite a while, but
that was the only match where just something fell off.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, I was curious if maybe you knew something. Yeah, because, dude, it felt like, okay. You see the matches where, like, one guy is all the way up in the third gear and the other guy's trying to struggle to get out of second. Garza was that guy trying to struggle to get out of second in that match, and I'm like, there was no good dives. I was expecting a great dive to the outside from Garza at the very least. I've seen him do it other places, and he's just like, no dives today.
I'm not sure. I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you knew, because man, that blew my mind. Because that was one of the matches I was really looking forward to, because I knew with Garza it was going to be a real lucha style match, and I got not a lucha style match.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it may have been like a style clash.
It could be. It was odd.
Yeah, and of course you can all go back on Bodyslam Media Productions and check it out. Angel Astral versus Antonio Garza from Hoodmark Lucha Libre.
Every match from there except for the women's match is up, right?
Yes, and my main regret from the Hoodmark Lucha Libre event was House Show Podcast ran by Corey Drake and Joe Frost.
Yeah.
I should have got them to do a roaming camera.
Right.
I guess my mind kind of expected them to, but at the same time I knew we were live streaming, so it never really crossed my mind.
Yeah, they were stationary. It looked good.
So the only roaming camera we have, I guess, was Edson Baeza, the announcer. He had his phone.
That's right.
So
yeah, because the only match I filmed was the main event, and that was way back from my table, so it looks like shit. Because that was a show I just wanted to go and enjoy it. And it's an odd show. I'll put this in there. It's an odd show because it's the only show where I've sold more to the other vendors than I did to anybody who came in. Like the vendors bought up a bunch of my stock before the doors even opened when the crowd came in. I sold some stuff, but it wasn't like normal show.
Yeah, and it was vendors from out of state that never seen your merchandise.
Yeah, well, not only that, they're like, okay, this is exclusive to this store. Where'd you get it? Our store had it on clearance. I want it then. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And New gets some exclusive merchandise too. He knows how to find it.
Yeah,
man.
Ultimo Guy, let's get some exclusive merchandise.
Yes, that's 100% true.
All right, so next question then. So that happens. Hoodmark, it still exists in name. The belts are still out there. This ain't the only belt. There's 2 more belts. I want to say there's 2
one's
more.
an old belt and one's a new
That's what I meant. Yeah,
belt.
there's 2 more belts, so they might pop up. You don't know.
Does Big Ram have one?
I don't know as of right now. I know he did at one time.
Now, of course, Big Ramp managed Matt Cross. Now, okay, here's the thing. When it comes to the Lucha Libre show, compared to me, currently I'm I'm sponsoring BIW, Buy Independent Wrestling. Of course, January 23rd. If this video gets out before January 23rd,
it will.
Of course, BIW will be in Brookhaven, Mississippi, at the Lincoln Civic Center. Here's the thing, and I've even discussed with several other promoters, and I guess when it comes to the Hoodmark show, it wasn't really a show for the town. It was mainly a show for like John Paul and myself. Is that right?
Yeah, it was. It was booked.
Not in a bad way either.
No. It was booked mostly for the people that were there before the doors opened.
Yes.
The crowd got them a good show, a different show than they've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
But it was booked for all of us that got there 3 hours early, to help set up and shit. We're like, okay, that's what it was booked for. And you accomplished your mission. You and JP's mission was first Lucha show in Mississippi.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, shit.
Pause.
All right, sorry about that. He had a phone call, important, had to get a call from the clinic, make sure his test came back. You're not the father, Koby.
I'm not the father.
The test from Colombia. You're not the father.
Oh my goodness.
But back to real quick. Okay, I got a question. And this is not wrestling related, but it's a shoot. So okay,
Q&A.
Yeah. Your dad makes trips down to Colombia.
Yes, about once every year and a half, I suppose.
Yeah.
Once every 18 months.
Private planes.
Not private plane.
Well, private plane are part of it. Nothing go through customs.
Well, it does. It does.
Not everything goes through customs.
Not everything.
Because we suspect your dad is smuggling something. His dad is smuggling coffee back. He said, fuck Starbucks. Fuck Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, it's called Sello Rojo. I can pull it up.
Oh, God, he knows what I'm talking about here. Smuggling coffee back.
Sello Rojo coffee.
Kobe's been muling coffee beans back, Don't ask where he's been muling them. They taste kind of shitty.
You can get on the internet, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, God. Sello Rojo coffee.
Sello Rojo coffee. Or cafe.
Yeah, you went down.
Hey, said so.
But, okay, so you started working with BIW. More often than you were for a while. When they first started coming to Brookhaven, you were there at almost every show, and then you got busy with other stuff, so you couldn't make every show. You're making quite a few, If they did 4 years, you'd make probably 1 or 2.
Right. And it's funny because the first BIW show I ever attended back in 2013, it was Summertime Blues, July 2013.
No, it was 2014, dude.
14, I'm sorry.
It was because remember it was when Honky Kong was there.
That's right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. I met John Paul Blanc. That was my first time ever talking to John Paul.
Oh shit. Blanc. Okay, I've known John Paul for a while before then.
Right.
Okay.
That's where we first met. And and yeah, ever since then, it's funny because even after Hoodmark, it's like, man, what company out there is bringing in top tier talents?
Yeah.
From everywhere, and just earlier this year, it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Josh Newell has been doing this with BIW for years now.
At least a decade, at least.
For 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, why am I not, I guess, intertwined with him?
Because
it's time to fix that.
And you've tried, you've been to all kinds of, you've been to a Mississippi Combat Alliance show. You went to, you filmed both nights of Widowfest this year.
I did, in March, yeah.
Which was not a bad show. I mean, for Battlezone, their July show was not bad. I was at that one. You didn't make that one. That was the one where it was 105 degrees in the shade.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nasty.
That was all. Oh, I'm glad I did not go to that one.
Now, so, I'm trying to think how to phrase this right. Okay, there's a lot of feds in Mississippi.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot of feds, and some of them are growing, some of them are staying about where they are, some of them are shrinking. What is missing to keep all the feds from growing? Like, what would you think? What could be one thing they could use to all of them grow?
Well, I don't like to say none of them are necessarily not growing. Because
some of them are stagnating. They're not getting any bigger. They're staying, with their 200 fans a show, which is not bad.
It's not. The best part about Mississippi promotions is every promotion has their own, territory, pun intended, of the state.
Yeah.
Because SWA has the Forest County and
the outside of Hattiesburg area,
the Laurel area. Yeah.
Not like, all the way up where we're at. Whereas BIW has this area. They're running Natchez a lot. They've talked about running Vicksburg, or they've run Vicksburg.
Not yet, but Rankin County is coming up very soon.
Right. And then Ego was like all the little areas around Jackson for a long time. And Ego pretty much runs wherever they can find a venue, which happens.
Yes.
Same thing with Battlezone. I mean, Battlezone, we were talking about Battlezone. They run Riley, McGee. Where was Widowfest in Riley?
It was.
Braxton was the fire department show. They run Braxton and they run in Hattiesburg. You ever heard about that? They're running a gym in Hattiesburg.
Was it Brewski's? I know
they ran Brewski's, but they're running a show later on, like at a gym called the Sweatbox.
Oh my! Okay, yeah. I saw.
So you have like extended areas. My thing I've noticed is that you have some feds that just don't want to work with other feds.
Well, yeah, and of course, and there's from what I've gathered, there's still no evil entity towards any of when it comes to promotions.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody like wants to stab somebody over.
Yeah.
It ain't gotten that far.
Right. Yeah, and in other states it has.
Yeah. And we've seen it happen this day. We've seen one fed from another state tell a fed based in the state, we're not bringing any more guys for your shows unless you quit using so-and-so. I'm not going to say names. You know what I'm talking about. And when that guy came back, he got the biggest pop ever at the Little Theater.
Yes.
But, we've seen that happen. We've seen, everybody knows about this. Pharaoh and Chris Black have feuded where you can't work Chris Black show if you're working Pharaoh shows and the opposite,
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Which is thankfully ending off.
Right.
Everybody seemed to be getting along, Pharaoh's mellowed out in his age.
Yeah, he has.
You ever notice how he looks more and more like Yosemite Sam the older he gets?
That's true.
With the beard and everything, yeah.
That is very true.
Dress Chris Black up as Bugs Bunny. Pharaoh's Yosemite Sam have a cartoon match.
Oh my God.
Dude, would that not draw? Would that not draw? Hey, no, it would draw though. It would draw. And what's the point of wrestling? Drawing and making money, right?
You said it.
Yeah, that's right. I said it.
But I said I'm so glad I've of course teamed up with BIW.
Yeah.
And of course, what sets it's all about production and how it looks on the and not just the production, but also
scouting. He does so much scouting.
That and of course the scouting, the talent you bring in, and the overall show as a whole. I mean, if you look at the card for the January event, oh my goodness,
it's packed. It's packed,
man. It is jam packed.
I mean, Cassidy Riley versus Frankie Thomas. That would be a main event in any other Fed. The main event that any other Fed in the Deep South would want. That's not the main event of this show.
No,
it's probably the match after intermission. I'm guessing. I figure that's gonna be the big match after intermission. Hell, Danny Chancellor Brown would be a main event almost anywhere in the South, and not gonna be a main event BIW because there's so much. I mean, great match, but then you got two more above it.
Oh yeah, that's 100% right. Oh yeah. But yes, I'm looking. Of course. I'm not sure when this video is going to be out, but I'm looking very, very forward to the highlight video that Luis Mateo was making for the October.
This should be out by the New Year's Day at the latest.
Or I think Christmas.
Okay,
I'm going to try to say Christmas.
Cool. I'll say this should be out by New Year's Day at the latest because it's going to have to be encoded and all that. It takes a while.
So by the time this is out, the BIW highlight video, I'll be very. I know it's going to catch a lot of people's attention. If that makes sense.
Note yourself in the description down below. Put a link to the BIW highlight video. And put a link to old Bodyslam Media Productions here. Old BMP Blue.
Oh my goodness.
BMP Blue. Okay, Koby, that's what I got to ask you about now. Okay. I remember the old BMP Blue channel. And the highlight of that channel was you beating the shit out of Alex Gray's little brother on a trampoline.
Oh, no.
But here's what I want to ask.
No.
What happened to that channel? You left YouTube and went to Daily Motion. Do you care to tell people why? He went to okay. Most people leave Daily Motion and go to YouTube. Koby's like, fuck that shit. I'm doing it backwards. I'm going to Daily Motion where nobody can watch this shit hardly.
Man, that's I forget about that. It's been so long. Now the BMP Blue, that BMP Blue was actually like a random username I created like when I was in school, like in elementary school.
Oh geez.
And I just kept it around. Like it was my YouTube channel that started like in 2008.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going. I can't even remember what it stood for.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I just remember BMP Blue.
BMP Blue. But these days, I figured it out. BMP stands for Bodyslam Media Productions, and Blue is Brotherhood, Leadership, Unity, and Excellence. So yeah, I figured it out eventually, and I'm like, you know what?
Is the Brotherhood you beating the shit out of Griffin?
Oh, my goodness. How do you remember this?
Because I got a good memory. I remember this shit, yes. You thought I forgot, didn't you?
I think it's still on my Dropbox.
He thought I forgot. I remember you beat this kid's like 4 and they're just beating the shit. They're like, get up on the roof. We're going to throw you off the roof through a flame table. Okay. It was, oh man, it was insane. There's like juggalos around the trampoline chanting for him and stuff. I don't know what was going on there, man.
Yeah, but that wasn't me. That was Ian Tense. Remember Ian Tense? Oh my god! And oh man, hey Max Maverick. No, not Max Maverick. Not Max Maverick.
the original hot tub shooter, Max Maverick. Shout out, fuck Deshaun. Max Maverick invented that shit. Hey, was not Max Maverick the first one in his hot tub doing a shoot?
Oh my goodness!
The video ain't around anymore. It sucks. I mean, hey, yeah, you don't watch, but if you do,
last time I saw him, he was Max Loon at Pro Wrestling Mid-South at Greg Anthony's company.
Oh wow,
Tennessee. That's been several years ago, though.
I say he don't wrestle anymore. I stay in touch with him. He don't wrestle anymore.
Man, that's been a long time ago.
But I'll tell you what, dude, we'll go ahead and end this in a few minutes. We're over 30 minutes. But that's just a little sit down here with Koby. There's another question. He gave me a list of questions I'm not allowed to ask. Like, why he has a drive-through speed line at the free clinic. He won't let me ask about that. You know, he won't let me ask about the kid down in Columbia that's like, Poppy, Poppy. Yeah, I can't ask about that.
That was the one time I went to Columbia 4.5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, he's about 5 now. He's about 5, you know.
No, of course nothing happened, even though Ultimate Gallus believes different.
Dude, I saw your list of school supplies for little Koby. Like, little Koby needs him, a slate to write on,
Where's
a piece of chalk. You showed me on your phone.
My phone, where's it at?
It's right by the horse picture.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to end on that.